In this lesson, we're going to look at strength, the first of our zone structure odds enhancers. The strength odds enhancer determines how price left the base in the leg out formation. A strong leg out demonstrates imbalance, which you should be able to visibly see on a chart, meaning this is a sharp incline or a decline in price. There are two quantitative aspects to assess when looking at strength. Number one, a strong move out must be one where price rallies from a demand zone or declines from a supply zone by at least 2 times the height of the base. Number two, we want to ask, did the move out cross beyond a previous opposing zone? So for a demand zone, the move out begins with the first leg out candle rallying out of the base with a series of leg candles and consecutive higher closing candles. Okay. For a supply zone, the move out begins with a leg out candle dropping from the base, followed by a series of lower closing candles. Strength is measured from the proximal line of the zone to the most extreme price of the move out. We want to again figure out, did the move out reach a distance of at least twice the height of the base, which is the distance from the proximal to the distal line of the zone. A breakout demonstrates a clear winner of either buyers or sellers. For demand zones, we look to see if the move out broke above the distal line of an opposing supply zone. In the example on the left, we see a white line accompanied by a blue arrow demonstrating where demand broke out of an opposing supply zone. For supply zones, we look to see if the move out broke below the distal line of an opposing demand zone. Now, the strength odds enhancer has a maximum score of 2, 1 point for the move out and 1 point for the breakout. To score both points, the move out would have to be equal or greater than twice the height of the zone and move beyond the distal line of an opposing zone. If the zone only exhibits one or the other of these traits, then the zone scores 1 out of 2 points. Failure to meet either criteria means the zone scores 0 out of 2 points for the strength category. Basically, the greater the strength of the zone, the more out of balance supply and demand are in that zone. As we demonstrate the odds enhancers, we will use this chart as an example. Here we can visibly see a strong move out of the base. As we measure the height of the base, we can see that the move out distance is greater than or equal to twice the height of the base, earning the zone 1 point. Secondly, price crossed beyond the distal line of a supply zone, earning the zone a 2nd point. Once we've scored the strength of the zone, we can begin filling out the odds enhancer scorecard, which you can find within the Google Drive account. And again, the link to that account and to the odds enhancer scorecard are placed within the descriptions of this video and all the videos that are before and after this video. Okay, so this is the first portion of grading a zone. As you can see by the example here, there are 5 other odds enhancers to measure the quality and probability of any given zone. Before you move on, review the terminology and rules associated with the odds enhancer strength. Go back to the demand zones that you identified in lesson 28, and that's going to be the video where we did the base isolation technique. Go back to those demand zones that you drew, and you're going to look to see if the demand zone that you drew scored a measure of either 2, which is the best, 1 point, which is good, or bad, which is 0 points. Or pull up a chart and start from scratch. But basically what you want to do is you want to go through the strength odds enhancers and score the zone for strength. And then any zones that scored 0, you're going to eliminate those zones. You're not going to use those as an entry point for trading. Then go back and repeat the process for the supply zone. And after you've done that, I hope to see you in the next video.